Hello, everyone. Welcome to Catherine's ESL classroom. In today's lesson, we are going to have a review quiz. Why? Because it's spring break, so let's have some fun. So welcome, everyone. Today's lesson. Review quiz. Have you been studying? Well, this could be a practice quiz for you and see how good you are right now with your English. So are you ready? Come on down. Let's do it. Remember definite articles? Well, let's help choose the correct article here. The first one says, my sister plays the piano and my brother plays the tennis. Now remember, the slash means no article, okay? So which are the correct articles in the sentence? My sister plays the piano and my brother plays the tennis, or plays tennis. I was trying to trick you here. Let's repeat this sentence one more time. My sister plays the piano and my brother plays tennis. Let's do the next one. Tom crossed the Alps and Peter climbed the Mount Everest. Or is it Tom crossed Alps and Peter climbed Mount Everest? Not sure that sounds correct. What do you think the correct articles are? Remember, these are definite. Tom crossed the Alps and Peter climbed Mount Everest. How did you do? Indefinite articles. Let's choose the correct one. He boils an egg, he boils an egg, or he boils egg. He boils an egg. Remember the vowel? We use an. If it sounds like a vowel or it's spelled as a vowel, but there are some exceptions. Do you remember? Let's do the second one. He eats a boiled egg, he eats an boiled egg, or he eats boiled egg. He eats a boiled egg. Chickens lay eggs, chickens lay an eggs, or chickens lay eggs. Chickens lay eggs. No indefinite article. Okay. Now, do you remember your countable and uncountable nouns? Now, I'm going to help you click the uncountable nouns, okay? Now, is bread an uncountable noun? Yes. Is man an uncountable noun? No. So that means it's a countable noun. Apple. Is apple an uncountable noun? No. It's a countable noun. What about wine? Yes, it's an uncountable noun. Soap. Yes, soap is an uncountable noun. What about flour? Now, you notice there's two spellings of flour? Which flour is this one? This is an uncountable noun or a countable one. So with the flower, okay, this is like a rose flower or a tulip flower, okay? That's that spelling. Now I went a little fast for you. I clicked a little too much, but we saw sheep is a countable noun, okay? So if it's a check mark, it's an uncountable noun. If there's no check mark, then it's a countable noun. That means you can count the nouns. That means you can count sheep, okay? And that means you can count tulips or roses, okay? Flowers you can count, unless it's a bunch of flowers. But remember, those are collective nouns. Now, flour, F-L-O-U-R, that is something you'll bake with, like when you're baking a cake, or you're baking a pie, or maybe you're putting it into a sauce to thicken it, okay? So is flour an uncountable noun? Yes. What about love? Is that an uncountable noun? Yes. What about hour? This word is hour of the day, okay? Well, what hour is it right now? Maybe it's 10 o'clock in the morning. Maybe it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So is hour or hour of the day an uncountable noun? No, it's a countable noun. These were a little tricky. How did you do? So you can do it. I'm trying to give you some cheers. Come on, you can do it. Do you remember your plurals, your plural nouns? Okay, so I'm going to help you click the correct plural, but I need you to help me, okay? Now, the bus. Do you take the bus to go to work or a bus to go to school? So would the correct plural of bus be buses with 2 S's or buses with 1 S? Now say this word with me, buses. It's buses with 1 S. What about book? Are you reading a book lately or are you reading books lately? Which one? It's books without the ES. What about cheese? Do you like cheese or do you like cheeses? Which is the plural of cheese? It's just cheese. This is a tricky one. What about wave? Do you know what this word is, wave? Well, think of wave like the waves in the ocean or a wave when we wave. So if I were to say what's the correct plural of wave for a wave in the ocean, what would the plural of this word be? Waves, the waves in the ocean or the waves of the ocean. What about wish? I wish upon a time, or I want to have 3 wishes. Is it with the ES or without the S? ES. The last one. How do we say this word? Is it advise or advice? Remember this word? It's advice. Okay. The C is like a S sound. Advice. Now the plural. This is getting even trickier. Would it be advice or advices? Now, would this be a verb or a noun? Letting you know these are all nouns. Okay, so the plural of advice is advice. You see how tricky these can be? But they can be easy too. Sometimes you just have to memorize them. All right, order of adjectives. Now this is a fun one. Now, you ever want to describe something and it just has so many adjectives? Well, this is the correct order of adjectives. Let's look at the first one. Would it be a pair of beautiful red Italian shoes? Or would it be a pair of Italian beautiful red shoes? Which one? It would be a pair of beautiful red Italian shoes. Let's do this one. Would it be a new diamond gorgeous ring? Or would it be a gorgeous new diamond ring? It would be a gorgeous new diamond ring. Okay. Now you just have to kind of memorize them. or if you just say them out loud, it'll start to make more sense to you. It's like becomes a flow. Do you remember the comparatives and superlatives? Which is correct? Would it be much? It would be many or more? More. Would real be realer or more real? More real, not realer. Would good be better or well? Better. How did you do? Not too bad, right? You're doing a good job. Fantastic. So proud of you. Numbers. Let's click the correct number. I'll help you click, okay? How would we say 40? How would we spell it? So it's 40, but is it F-O-U-R-T-Y or F-O-R-T-Y? F-O-R-T-Y. 20. Would it be 20 with a Y or 20 with an I-E? 20 with a Y. What about 100? This is one that a lot of people say incorrectly. Would it be 100 or 100? 100. What about 33? 33 without the dash or 33 with the dash? 33. Are you repeating these with me? Remember, part of learning English is we have to not only spell, but we also have to say it together, okay? Clock. What's the time here? You have a hard time saying what time it is? Well, here's a great review. Now we have the shorthand on the 1 and the longhand on the 10. This is the top left. Would it be 5 past 10 or 10 to 1? 10 to 1. 10 to 1 means 10 minutes to 1 o'clock. Let's do the upper right. We have the longhand on the 2 and the shorthand on the 10. Would it be 10 past 10 or 10 to 2? 10 past 10. That means 10 minutes past 10 o'clock. Let's do the lower left. The longhand's on the 3 and the shorthand's on the 6. Would it be a quarter past 6 or half to 3? Would be a quarter past 6. Quarter means 15 minutes past 6, okay? What about the one to the right on the bottom? The bottom right, we have the shorthand on the 11 and the longhand on the 8. Would this be 5 to 8 or 20 to 11? 20 to 11. That means 20 minutes to 11 o'clock. I mean, it is still 10. What is this? 10:40. See? We can either say 10:40 or 20 to 11. Quantifiers. Remember much versus many? So let's choose the correct quantifier. How much times have you seen that movie? Or is it how many times have you seen that movie? How many times have you seen that movie? Do you have much work to do? Or do you have many work to do? Do you have much work to do? Not too bad, right? You remember much versus many. Let's do the personal possessive pronouns, okay? We're going to choose the correct pronoun. So the first sentence has 2 of them. I asked he to play football. I asked him to play football, or I asked his to play football. So I asked him to play football near he house, near him house, or near his house. Near his house. Now remember, him is the personal pronoun and his is the possessive. The birds build their nest in the trees. the birds build they nest in the trees, or the birds build them nest in the trees? Their nest. What is that? Personal possessive. Possessive. Do she know the answer, or do you know the answer? Do you know the answer? That would be the personal pronoun. How did you do? Not too bad, right? So I'm letting you review this a little bit longer, but awesome work. How are you doing? You're doing fabulous. Trying to give you some cheer if you're having a little difficulty. Let's do the demonstrative pronouns. Okay, now we're going to look at the pictures here, the pointing. Okay, we're pointing to 4 cherries. These are cherries. And the other one is we're pointing to 1 cherry. You notice that the pointing of 4 cherries, we're pointing it close. And the other one, the pointing of the 1 cherry, we're pointing it over there. It's far away. So now we're going to choose the correct verb. Okay, if it's singular or plural, and the proper pronoun that goes along with it. Okay, so what is, or what are, why is it are? Because it's 4 cherries. What are, how close is it? Far or right? You're touching it pretty much, or it's pretty close. What are these? Okay, if it was far away, it would be what are those? Okay. What about this one? What is, okay, it's 1 cherry. What is that? Oh, it's that because it's over there. Did you catch that? You can check it out a little bit more and pause it, okay? Or you can look at one of my previous videos, okay? And learn a little bit more. Let's do the fun one, interrogative or WH pronouns. Do you remember all those WHs? Let's choose the correct pronoun here. What is on the phone? Who is on the phone? Who's on the phone? Who is on the phone? Not whose. What is your phone number? Who is your phone number? Whose is your phone number? What is your phone number? Do you ask this all the time? The last one. What are those clothes? Who are those clothes? Whose are those clothes? Whose are those clothes? Okay. This is the WH pronoun. Whose would be the what? Personal or possessive? Put it down in the comments. I wanted to see if you were listening. Do you remember preposition of time? Well, choose the correct preposition here. A lot of people eat dinner in 7 p.m. A lot of people eat dinner at 7 p.m. A lot of people eat dinner on 7 p.m. At 7 p.m. Children get presents in Christmas Day. Children get presents at Christmas Day. Or children get presents on Christmas Day. Which one? On Christmas Day. We celebrate Easter in April. We celebrate Easter at April. We celebrate Easter on April. Do you remember which day Easter is? Do you celebrate Easter? Well, what's the preposition of time? In April. How'd you do? Preposition of place. Do you remember one of my past videos on Betty Boop? If you haven't, check it out. You can learn all the prepositions of place. So let's choose the correct preposition here. The boy is on the box. Look at the boy. The boy is above the box. So remember, look closely at the boy. Is he on the box or above it? On the box. Now, if he's on the box, he's touching it, okay? Above, he wouldn't be touching it. It would be above it, okay? Above means not touching. On means touching. The boy is near the box. The boy is next to the box. Near the box, okay? Or is it next to the box? Am I tricking you here? Okay, he's next to the box. That means he's very close. He's almost touching. Near would be kind of close by. Oh, time was up. Conjunctions now. I want bacon, comma, and no eggs, or no eggs, but no eggs. Now, what's the rule of conjunctions? You have to look at your what? Punctuation marks. We have a comma after the bacon. What would it be? But no eggs. Do you want bacon and eggs? Question mark. Do you want bacon or eggs? Or but eggs? Look at your punctuation mark here. What is it at the end of the sentence? Or eggs, the question mark here. Now we have a full stop after eggs or period. I like bacon and eggs. I like bacon or eggs. I like bacon but eggs. I like bacon and eggs. Do you? I do. This was not too bad, right? I was helping you all the way. Woohoo! We're doing so awesome. Are you doing awesome? I know you're doing awesome. Frequency adverbs. Do you remember this? I just did a video class on this. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Now, how do we put this in the correct order sentence? I am always happy, or I always am happy. People say this incorrectly all the time. Is it I am always happy or I always am happy? Quick. I am always happy. Now, what is the contraction of I am? What is it? I'm. I apostrophe M. Remember the contraction? Next one. He plays never football or he never plays football. I think I gave this one away. Which one? He never plays football. Present simple. Choose the correct verb. He has two brothers. He have two brothers. He has two brothers. You am a pretty girl. You are a pretty girl. You is a pretty girl. Which one? You are a pretty girl. What's the contraction here? You're a pretty girl. Bonus question. How do we spell your as the contraction for you are? Put it in the comments. Present simple. Come on. Choose the correct verb. She study English. She studies English. She studies English. Tom don't like bananas. Tom doesn't like bananas. Tom doesn't like bananas. Well, I do. Do they want to go out for dinner tonight? Or does they want to go out for dinner tonight? Do you? Does you? Do they? How'd you do? Present continuous. Let's help choose the correct verb. Tom is very tired. He is lying on his bed. So you have to kind of correct the verb of the spelling and kind of giving the answers away. You just have to know the spelling here. He is lying with the Y, or is it IE? Lying. He is lying on his bed with the Y. They are not swimming in the pool. 1 M or 2 M's? 2 M's in swimming. They are not swimming in the pool. Are you having a good time taking this quiz? Is with the E or not the E? Having. You're having a fantastic time taking this quiz because you're doing amazing. Past simple. Choose the correct verb here. She studied in New York last year. Is it with the Y or is it with the IED? Now, a lot of times people have a hard time with the past simple. So I wanted to help you a little bit on this. And help you also with the spelling. Okay. So which one on the first one? With the Y or with the I? She studied in New York last year. Remember, the Y changes into an I when it's the past simple. She broke her leg the day before her vacation, or she braked her leg the day before her vacation. I'll give you a hint. It's an irregular. She broke her leg. Did she or does she? Did she? Did she went to school yesterday or did she go to school yesterday? I think I was really trying to help you on this one. Okay. A lot of times people say it incorrectly, but I wanted to help you. So how did you do? You finished. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. Yes, 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 yes. Well, thank you everyone for joining. I hope you had a wonderful time having this review quiz. And until next time, bye.